Good evening, Catherine. You ready?
Good evening. I am.
All right. Sounds good. Welcome, Peter, Diane, and a few seconds to go still. Make it official at 7. All right, I show 7 o'clock, opening the select board meeting for June 28th at 7 p.m. And it's a Zoom meeting. All votes will be by roll call, and it is being recorded. So in attendance, Gary Cheeseman is the chair. Diane, you're muted. You're muted.
Whoops, sorry. I'm here. Diane Bucos here.
Peter Clay is here, the clerk.
All right, thank you. So we've got 9 participants or so, and anyone for public input on a subject not on the agenda? Do you see anybody, Steve? Don't think so. All right. There's Michelle Bailey. Hands up.
Michelle Bailey has her hand up.
Yes. All right. Michelle,
Hi,
name, address, and subject.
Michelle Bailey, 2 Remington Road. Subject is the citizens petition to change the Board of Selectmen. I was wondering if we had an update from the legislature on that.
Not that I've heard. Have you got anything, Steve?
I have no update as of yet.
Yes. We know that the comment period closed out, after short notice, was that end of May or early June? And haven't heard anything from the committee since.
Thank you.
All right. Anyone else? All right. Otherwise, then, is Michelle on with the slides, or Steve, you running the slides?
Michelle will be uploading them shortly.
Thank you.
It's a blank screen.
Can everybody see the screen?
Yes. All right. Tonight, it's Director to Contracts, all new business. So item A, approval library director contract for Kim Butler. So in your packet, that was the contract. We had meet and discussed this previously in executive session. Any further questions, comments from Diane or Peter?
Not for me.
So it's it's just that her contract is up and we are renegotiating to offer her a new contract, correct?
That's correct.
And it was recommended also by the Board of Library Trustees.
Yes, the Board of Library Trustees has already signed off, and as you saw on the proposed contract, it's been signed both by Kim and the Board of Trustees Chair.
Perfect.
All right,
We are ready for a motion.
I believe so.
So I move to approve the 3-year library director contract for Kimberly Butler as recommended by the Board of Library Trustees and presented on June 28, 2022, with a salary starting at $88,905, and to increase annually by any across the board cost of living approved by the town, plus any additional increase that the select board in consultation with the Board of Library Trustees may agree to that does not exceed 2% to go into effect as of July 1st, 2022 through June 30th, 2025.
Peter seconds.
I hear the motion and a second. Any further discussion? If not, let's go the roll call vote. Peter,
Yes.
Diane?
Yes.
Gary, yes.
Congratulations,
And
Kim.
we'll,
Thank you.
And we'll each need to, on these two, just as a reminder, we need to go in and sign these ready for us tomorrow morning, right, Steve?
That's correct. They're all ready for you.
All right. Item B, approval of Deputy Fire Chief Jeff Baxter's contract.
Which again is just a renewal, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Anything, Peter?
Nope.
No.
So I move to approve the 3-year Deputy Fire Chief contract for Jeffrey Baxter as recommended by the Fire Chief and the TA with Town Administrator, I'm sorry, with a salary starting at $116,003.12 to increase annually by any cost of living percentage given to non-union supervisors, plus any additional amount with the select board with a recommendation by the Fire Chief and Town Administrator as a result of an annual employee evaluation as presented on June 28th, 2022 to go into effect, July 1st, 2022 through June 30th, 2025. Sorry about that.
Peter seconds.
Second is heard. And any further comments? If not, roll call vote. Peter,
Yes.
Diane,
Yes,
Gary, yes.
thank
New
you, Jeff.
business item C. Approve a finance director contract for Jamie Cologne. Same status. This is an adjustment for her current contract and will be come into effect on July 1st, 2022. Any questions, comments, Diane or Peter?
So this isn't really an approval of her contract, but just as a memorandum of agreement to her contract, correct?
Yes, it's changed to the original contract.
Mhm.
All right. Then on to the motion then, Diane, please.
I move to approve the memorandum of agreement as presented on June 28th, 2022 to the Finance Director contract for Jamie Cologne, which runs through November 9th, 2022, and includes an increase in salary to $115,000 effective July 1st, 2022.
Peter seconds.
Any further comments?
Not for me.
Diane, good, smile.
Yep.
All right.
Good.
Roll call vote, Peter,
Yes.
Diane,
Yes,
Gary, yes.
thank you to Jamie too.
Yes.
Thanks.
All right, we have one additional item for, we did some vacation carryovers before, but here's a couple late arrivals for Rich Souza in the amount of 40 hours and Keith Carter in the amount of 40 hours. And as we did on the previous ones, we stated that these carryovers need to be used up by the end of calendar year 22. Comments, Diane, Peter?
None from me.
Right. Then
And
the
you-
motion, please, Diane.
I actually did have a question. Steve, you checked the, with the treasurer's office about the, who did I ask about? Rich Souza, that still works, the 40 hours?
Yes, yep,
Okay.
that's accurate.
Thank you.
Hmm.
I move to approve the 40 hours vacation carryover request from Richard Souza, DPW Director, without setting precedent in future years and to be used no later than December 31st, 2022.
Peter seconds.
Any further discussion? Otherwise, roll call vote. Peter,
Yes.
Diane,
Yes,
Gary, yes.
and before I do the motion, just a quick question. I should know, but Keith Carter's position is what at the DPW?
Actually don't know. Sorry.
Is
Is he a foreman?
yeah, foreman, and also he has the secondary stipend position of a
Is a
burial
cemetery-
agent
Burial
for the
agent, right?
Cemetery
Okay.
Commission.
Thank you. So I move to approve the 40 hours vacation carryover request from Keith Carter of the DPW without setting precedent for future years and to be used no later than December 31st, 2022.
Peter
Anything
seconds.
Anything further? Roll call vote. Peter,
Yes.
Diane,
Yes,
Gary, yes. All right, so we've got almost all of the giant spreadsheet of appointments complete, but there's a few more to come this week and probably on the 5th. So here's this week's is to finish off the zoning board. Questions, Diane or Peter?
no, I confirmed with Margaret on these appointments that they were interested in being reappointed, so
And from me, Gary.
All right,
I move to reappoint Evan N. Campbell to the Zoning Board of Appeals for a 3-year term to start July 1st, 2022 and end June 30th, 2025.
Peter seconds.
any comments? Roll call vote. Peter,
Yes.
Diane,
Yes,
Gary, yes.
and I move to reappoint Kelly Ann Schmidt to an associate position on the ZBA for a 3-year term to start July 1st, 2022 and end June 30th, 2025.
Peter seconds.
Comments? No? Roll call vote. Peter,
Yes.
Diane,
Yes,
Gary, yes. So our thanks especially to Kelly and Evan, as this is one of these legalistic appointments for a board that not always gets the highlight that it deserves, but certainly a critical one to maintain the character of the town. Thank you. All right, so last time we have voted on the Master Plan Advisory Committee, but in fact, we had it a little bit imprecise, we'll just say, so that we have full language here to first create the Master Plan Advisory Committee as recommended by the Planning Board, and then we'll go ahead and appoint some members to it. Questions,
we-
Diane or Peter?
I do. I think we appointed everybody last week, right?
Yes,
So I don't know if we
believe-
have,
I believe you have to create it
first.
first, and then you're gonna have to reappoint because it was appointed to a
Okay.
committee that wasn't officially created.
okay. Did we have those appointments? I don't have that
Yes.
with me.
Yeah,
Okay,
so we got this motion first, which
okay.
will create the,
So I
committee
played with this
itself.
motion a little bit too, because this is more, seems like sort of a charge. So I hopefully this one will make sense and will work. You ready?
ready?
I move to create a master plan advisory committee to serve for 2 years, starting July 1st, 2022 through June 30th, 2024, to provide advice and recommendations to the planning board as they develop a master plan document for the town, which will be comprised of the following: 1 member of the select board, 1 member of the Affordable Housing Trust, 1 member of the Conservation Commission, 1 member of the Open Space and Rec Committee, 1 member of the Finance and Advisory Committee, 1 member of the Regional School Committee, 1 member of the Water Commission, 1 member of the Council on Aging Committee, 2 members of the Planning Board who will rotate, 5 at-large residents of Wenham, and the town administrator as an ex officio member without voting rights.
All right, and do we need to include the line there, Town's Master Plan under General Law, Chapter 41, Section 81D?
So I didn't think so, and because when I read that, that seems more like the charge. But
Right.
I think we should ask Catherine T. or Steve for, oh, Margaret has her hand up. Maybe she knows.
Margaret?
Yeah, hi, thank you. So when I spoke to town council about this, it was suggested that we much information in the motion as we could about what this committee is, what it's about. So that's why I included some of that information. The other piece of this is that even though the other members that are being recommended by their committees, and we didn't think you had to appoint them, I found out also that you do have to appoint each member, even though they're from another committee. So
Okay,
we didn't do that the last time, so.
so
but
my
I-
motion didn't actually include all of that. So would you recommend, Margaret, that I redo the motion to include all the language you have plus the language from the composition?
I would, Diane, just so
Okay.
we're covered, you know, then.
Everybody loves hearing me talk, so that's good.
Yeah, we do love hearing you talk. You have a
All right,
voice.
so if I could redo that motion?
Yes,
Okay. I move to create a master plan advisory committee to serve for 2 years, starting July 1st, 2022 through June 30th, 2024, to provide advice and recommendations to the planning board on the development of a master plan document, which will reflect and support the community's priorities and goals, to work with town staff, town officials, and the consulting team to update the town's master plan to meet the requirements of Massachusetts General Law, Chapter 41, Section 81D, which outlines the statutory elements of a master plan and the requirements outlined in the town of Wenham master plan request for proposals, and to foster openness and inclusion in the master planning process through dialogue and communication with the community and the consulting team, which will be comprised of, we'll repeat this, 1 member of the select board, 1 member of the Affordable Housing Trust, 1 member of the Conservation Commission, 1 member of the Open Space and Rec Committee, 1 member of the Finance and Advisory Committee, 1 member of the School Committee, 1 member of the Water Commission, 1 member of the Council on Aging Committee, 2 members of the Planning Board to rotate, 5 at-large residents of Wenham, and the town administrator as an ex officio member without voting rights.
I
do I hear a
second.
second? Thank you, Peter. All right, any further questions, comments? Otherwise, roll call vote. Peter,
Yes,
Diane,
Yes,
Gary, yes. All right, on to the next step. We've done that. All
Yep.
right. Then one more slide, please, Michelle.
yeah, we have that one though. Nope.
There's the names there. All right.
So I think we can do this as one motion. I move to appoint Diane K. Bucco from the Select Board, Erica Champa from the Affordable Housing Trust, Philip Colarusso from the Conservation Commission, David Frankel from the School Committee, Ernest Ashley from the Water Commission, Marty Lowry from the Council on Aging Committee, Joanne Frasella, Dana Bagan, Kirsten Alexander, Deborah Evans to the Master Plan Advisory Committee for a term beginning July 1st, 2022 and ending June 30th, 2025.
Peter seconds.
Didn't we just create the committee for 2 years?
We did just commit,
Yeah, so we
Yes,
need to change this
so-
to 2024.
amend that to 2024. Good call.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, so it's stated, amended, second, and any further comments?
Nope.
Otherwise, roll call vote. Peter,
Yes,
Diane,
Yes.
Gary, yes.
So quick question.
Yes,
Those members from the Open Space and Rec and Finance and Advisory and Planning Board, although they'll be from other committees, obviously still need to be appointed by the Select Board. So they can't get sworn in until they're appointed and therefore won't be able to participate until that happens. Is that correct?
I understand it.
so that applies to everyone has to get sworn in. So I don't think the appointment letters are just going out, so I'm not sure there's anybody actually sworn in yet to hold a proper meeting at this point. Is Trudy on tonight?
No, I don't see her.
Yeah, so,
So that's one issue, but the other issue is those other
Margaret
Unknown
has something to
members.
add.
what was that, Diane?
So those unknown members too will have to be on another board meet, another one of our meetings, so we could appoint them.
Yeah, so hopefully by the 5th, we can get those other names, or certainly by the 19th, so we can get this going.
I think Margaret has her hand up, Gary.
All right, Margaret, yes,
You
see,
do. Yeah, thank you. So the Open Space Committee and the Finance Advisory Committee have not decided on anyone to recommend yet. So
Right.
once they do, then we'll get them back to you for appointment. I just wanted to let the select board know that tomorrow night is a kickoff meeting. The planning board is having their meeting to kick off this master plan. Even though all of these members will be there, it's not a master plan advisory committee meeting yet. They'll all be there, but none of them are official until, of course, the first and after they get sworn in. So just wanted to let you all know that tomorrow night is the kickoff, and the consultant will be there, and we'll just be going over all of the what to expect and where we're going to be going from here. So, and then that will determine a date for the master plan advisory committee to have their official first meeting.
Thank
Very
you,
well,
Margaret.
thank you. Any other questions, Peter? Of course, you have the other end of the stick as well from the planning board, so you're already up to speed on this.
Right.
Mm.
All right, so item G is yep, we're good. So this was accomplished at the last meeting. There was some question about the format, but we have reviewed the videotape, and indeed, as I would have expected, Diane had the place, time, date, and location, everything set. So we're going to just pass by on this item.
Gary, if I
Yes.
may.
Yes,
I just wanted to mention, I did get some feedback from some residents that were sort of requesting that we change the date and think to do it on a weeknight. After running it by Steve, you know, we've already committed to the Saturday based on reserving the school and working with Hamilton. And to be honest, it never even dawned on me to think of another day other than a Saturday. So I just wanted to acknowledge that people had asked for it, but at this point, we have to move forward with the Saturday, and hope people will come on Saturday, October 1st at 1 o'clock at the Bucher.
yes. So certainly the 1 October is the date we received from the superintendent, and Hamilton already establishing it. So yeah, I think likewise, I received the emails, but Saturday afternoon should work, and we may have other items as well on the agenda. So we'll see.
It's not a bad idea to think forward if we have to have more special town meetings going forward, to think about doing them maybe on a weeknight.
All right. So next meeting is a week from tonight, July 5th. And any special agenda items? Peter, how are we doing with water? Can you update us on the 5th on all those plans?
I think so.
All right,
I will.
all right. And I think we already have on the agenda some more appointments. And I think we'll have some of the initial feedback or plans for the policies that we had discussed about last week. And we'll start into a proposal to, we'll discuss what we might do, getting all the chairs and committees up to speed as far as training. And hopefully, we haven't received official word yet, but soon, over the next 2 weeks, we'll have to hear from the state as to what the status is going to be of Zoom or virtual meetings, whether they're going to continue or not. Right. Yes, Diane.
So could I ask maybe Steve if he could look and see where the state is on the 3 to 5 petition? If we could follow up on that somehow, or check through the reps.
I can do that.
And then we should probably start talking about ARPA again, what we're gonna do with those
Yes.
funds, or is that,
Yep.
I can't remember where we left that off.
So yes, we've been talking with Steve. So yes, part of ARPA will probably, I think on the 19th.
Okay,
Because with the holiday, I'm not sure we're going to be able to prep the whole staff and
no,
get the plan in place. Whether what, essentially just 3 days here. So
right, no, and I'm not rushing, I just want to
Yeah,
make sure
yeah,
that we
so
have it still
I
on
think
the,
we'll have general discussion on the 19th. Will be the plan going ahead.
great,
All
thank
right.
you.
Anything else agenda wise you'd like to add, Peter?
Nope.
All right. Hey, Catherine, all the minutes ready from tonight? You all set?
Yes, thank you.
All right, very well. So I think it's time for Peter's motion.
Okay. Yeah, with nothing more to discuss, I motion that we adjourn the 6/28/2022 select board meeting at 7:24.
Second that.
Any further comments? Otherwise, roll call vote. Peter,
Yes.
Diane,
Yes.
and as always, our thanks to Steve and Michelle for their support, and as Catherine as well, and everybody. Thank you, Margaret. All right, and I'll say yes, and that closes the meeting out at the 7:24. Thank you very much, and we'll, everybody, we should say, finally, have a good 4th of July, and
Yeah.
please be safe.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.